Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brian from Tuner Tools here, and today I want to discuss triggers, trigger wheels, trigger patterns, and how they're used inside your ECU or EFI system. Now, trigger is going to be one of the most critical things you set up inside your ECU. A trigger is what your ECU uses to determine engine position. This is critical because the ECU needs to know engine position to know when to fire the injectors and when to fire your ignition coils. Having incorrect or inconsistent triggers is going to lead to inconsistent ignition timing and can cause engine damage if it's done incorrectly or you have a trigger pattern that is inconsistent. So we're going to start with a crank trigger. That's going to be the root of all of our measurements. A crank trigger is going to measure the position of cylinder 1 in relation to top dead center, and everything's going to be calculated from there. So we're going to need that no matter what on any ignition system. Now, if we want to run sequential fuel or sequential ignition, we're also going to need a cam sensor. This is because the crank does 2 revolutions for every cycle of the engine. So 4 strokes spread over 1 cycle is going to be 2 revolutions. We only want to fire on 1 stroke. So we need to know what stroke we're on, and we use a cam sensor for that. What that's going to tell us is that this next top dead center is going to be top dead center that we want to fire on in very basic terms. So we need both of those in order to run sequential fuel or sequential ignition. Understanding what trigger your stock engine has or what trigger you should pick for your engine is very critical in setting up an EFI system. If you need help, give us a call at Tuner Tools and we'll be happy to discuss this in more detail. And we're going to do more videos in more detail on this in the future.